over 230 Liberty ships in less than 4.5 years. And they were hastily constructed cargo vessels. And they were made quick and cheap, but they were better than nothing, you know. I mean, they had to get goods and soldiers and stuff over the war zone. So they would have everybody that could hold a welding torch could work over here.
Nice.
I guess actually you had to be 15 to weld.
Yellow.
But what they did was they would make you sleep, give them a nudge. When the road's buffing out, keep you awake.
Nice. Oh, yeah. So beautiful.
Building, any ideas what it is?
Burn down.
Damn it! I thought I could get that one by you. No, it burned down, you're right. They were trying to rebuild it, they didn't have enough insurance money to do it the way they wanted to, so this being the most affluent town, and one of the guys says, I used to come by there one day, rich guy, and he says, you know, I used to enjoy getting my coffee and donut in there every day, and now you guys aren't building, what do we do here, what's the matter? And they said, well, we're short on insurance, so, oh, okay, don't worry about a thing, he says, I will rebuild it for you, any way you want it, and all you gotta do is pay me the interest on the loan and give me a coffee and a donut every day.
Wow.
And if when I die, the loan is forgiven. Wow, that's pretty decent. So they built it pretty nice. Somebody see that guy the other day and they says, how are you making up with that deal? I said, well, there's the guy that loaned the money. Not bad. You get your donut every day? He says, yeah, I think they're trying to kill me off. I'm up to 6 donuts a day now. This is Cape Elizabeth, like I said, this is where the actress Betty Davis used to have a summer house.
Oh.
Yeah, she lived with Gary Merrill. That's a screwball. Well, wait a minute, Gary says, I'll find something in there. He goes in the house, he comes out, the cab driver's thrilled. One of Betty Davis's Oscars. Oh yeah, Betty wasn't too happy about that. She threw Gary out on his ear. But don't feel too sad for him. He ended up with Peter Hayworth. So, that guy's more lives than a cat, ain't he? Okay, now this is Fort Williams. This is where the Lighthouse is. This is started in 1896 with the Spanish-American War, and very busy in World Wars I and II also. Huge in World War II. Torpedo nets, all that in. And it was given to this, no, sold to the city, town of Cape Elizabeth in 1996. They sold them $200,000 for 64 acres of land on the ocean. Pretty good deal. Now, Maine is 3,500 miles of coastline and less than 85 miles of beach. You can call that a beach. With a dead low tide, that wouldn't be a beach if it's all rocky like that, but dead low tide, there is a strip of sands. All right. There's the lighthouse off to the left. Showing up. That was finished in 1891. George Washington says, build those guys up there a proper lighthouse, because they're going to need it. That's going to be a busy port someday. And he said, money is no object, because all you get is $1,500 bucks. So, that's what they've added on to it a couple of times. See those rings? Now, all right, now you see that black box here that says Northeast? That's the bad news. That's hiding the bathrooms from it. So it's porta potties, you know? And those are the only ones here. There's very few trash cans. You can use mine. I will give you a ride up to those porta potties if you want, but you're on your own after that because I gotta clear out of here by the rules. I can cheat pretty much today a little bit, but those porta potties aren't much, but they're better than the alternative, you know, the Depends adult diapers there, you know. I did figure how they got that name though, you know, because babies have Huggies and Loves. Because if a baby, you know, poops their pants, you still hug him and love him. But if an old man does, it depends on if you're in his will or not. So everybody look around now. I'm gonna pick you up as close to where I drop you off as I can. And I'll try to get back a little early, and then maybe I'll throw in something a little extra depending on how it works. Always comes a ship in somewhere. Notice the buoys out here. Look for the small ones. Tell no stories about those. I'll give you. Let's see where
how good they were.
Ayaw na itong kitin.
Come here, Mother. We're gonna have that lighthouse.
Itaas mo. Para makita na yan. Doon. Yung bahay doon, oh. Wala na. Pag may barko, darating.
That's the thing in Maine, you know, if you want to be a commercial lobsterman, you can have 800 traps. And it's a lot to tend to, and you got to pay for each trap individually, but with taxes and stuff. Oh, we can't stop today, but take a look at that house on the left. That's a pretty good flowery house for this time of the year, ain't it?
Oh, yeah.
You ought to see that in the summertime. There you go. The pumpkin
Love
there.
it, love it.
And at the bottom of that, a phone pole's a little jar of dog biscuit. Pretty dogs that have to be walking by. They have so many flowers in there in the summertime that the bees have to take turns waiting on the wall to go in and out. But nice people too. Anywho, so anyway, so if you want to become a commercial lobster fisher person, you want your 800 traps, you're going to pay so much for the license and then so much per trap. And if you want to do that, I advise you to get in line now because the wait was 27 years long to get in. Normally, it's passed down from father to son to daughter to things like that, you know, and that's how it goes. But it has to be blood. You can't pass it down to General Electric or something, you know. Well, that's what, okay. Why is that? Well, Maine says we got the best lobsters, and this is how we prove it. Because those are only lobsters you can get between the age of 3 and 9, and they're the most tender. Those big marimbas, those 50-pounders. Well, they still taste pretty good, trust me. But in Maine, we like to put clumps of stuff in there, like our lobster rolls. Those big ones, like McDonald's, to buy them when they have lobster rolls, and they shredded all lobster. So it still tastes good. But Maine says, you know, we gotta back this up somehow, you know. So that's how that goes. That's why Maine lobsters are better, because they're only between 3 and 9 years old. All right, that ain't the whole thing, though. So here we catch this lobster. Oh, hello, darling. Where you